Hello, my name is Philip Benz from Buckmaster Office Solutions. Today I wanted to show a quick clip of the power of document processing within a document management system called DocuWare. Document processing can be used to help bring in documents into the system in a quick and easy manner, along with reducing the chance of human errors. Document processing can essentially be programmed to read common sets of documents and pulling the appropriate indexing data in so that no manual keying of data is necessary. Once set up and configured, we can create various ways to ingest the documents into the system so that documents can be stored as simply as scanning or moving documents into a folder on a computer or network. Today I'm going to demonstrate by copying files into a folder. What we can see here, this would kind of simulate also scanning into a folder. So if we had a shared folder on the network in which our copier was pointed at to scan into that folder, it would do the same thing. But what I'm going to do is copy these invoices into this import folder. Once copied in, they will actually automatically move into the system. It does take a minute or so for the processing to occur. You will actually start seeing these pop-ups on the bottom of the screen that it's set up on. That kind of indicate that the system is starting to process the documents. If we go into our DocuWare system at the moment and refresh the system, we can actually see all the documents it pulled in. It's actually pulled in all the documents, indexed the data accordingly to the documents that it pulled in. So it's pulled in all the indexed data automatically for us, different totals, different amounts, all the different customer names. We can pull up the documents and actually see the various documents and their matching counterparts. So that's one way of getting the documents into the system in a very timely manner without having any human intervention in order to key in the data for the various fields that we want to be able to search for later on. You can see that it's actually, so one part of the DocuWare system, I'm not going to get into it too much, but when the documents come into the system, it can actually trigger different workflows. I will have other videos explaining workflows as well, but it can be essentially approval processes for the different documents that have came into the system, and that can be to different processors depending on dollar amounts, variances of different aspects of the documents. Another process I wanted to kind of demonstrate of document processing would be, say you have an accounting system that you want the purchase orders to come from. Well, we can integrate with most systems by simply even just adding a DocuWare printer to the systems. Essentially anything you can print, you can bring into DocuWare and have it trained to look at various data points on the system so that you don't even need to type any data to get it into there. It just automatically moves and indexes everything for you. So in this case, I'm just kind of giving an example of a purchase order. So you might be printing your purchase orders through your accounting system currently. Well, say you wanted to get that also into DocuWare so you have all those documents all in one place. We could do is simply print the purchase order. From printing, we'd have a DocuWare printer. This can be actually set up so that when you print it to DocuWare, it can also print on a regular printer too. So if you're always printing your purchase orders to go out with an order, you could have it just go to the DocuWare printer for indexing as well as printing all in one step. So if we print this, again, it's going to kind of kick off a little workflow in the background to trigger it into the system. If we go back in here, you can actually see now our new purchase order has been added into the system with the various fields that we have it trained to look at. We double click on it, you can actually see the documents, and this also would have triggered a new task for a workflow to maybe get approval for the purchase order or whatever you are looking for it to do to kind of trigger those different tasks. The last step I wanted to kind of show is potentially we could set up a process within Outlook to capture maybe additional documents that are related to a purchase order or various orders. So in this case, I just have kind of a dummy document set up for a document that came in for a specific purchase order. We wanted to store this as an additional document within DocuWare. We actually have an add-on that we've added onto here for DocuWare. All we have to do is hit the store button. That's going to open up a dialog for us to put in whatever fields that are required for that. In this case, all we really need to do is put in the PO number, and this will drop down a list of any open POs in the system for you to easily click on. Hit store, and that will actually move it straight into the system. It's also going to be trained to pull up any additional data that maybe wasn't included in there based off that purchase order number. So if we hit refresh, you can see now the vendor name's actually been brought in as well, so that you can easily look it up within the system based on criteria that's matching within all the documents. That's kind of document processing in a nutshell. We plan on making various other videos kind of explaining different functions within the document management systems, and please feel free to follow. Let us know if you have any questions.